Hello, everyone. Welcome to week 9 UPBA. We're going up against Jack, also known, I believe, as Gravy on YouTube. And before we go any further, just want to give a huge shout out to Jack. He is the reason why I'm in UPBA. Apps are already closed, and I just reached out to him like via DM. I was like, hey, I meant to apply. I didn't get a chance to. Any chance I can still apply? And he's like, yeah, definitely want you to join. I've seen your stuff and it'd be great to have you. So huge shout out because I feel like you really put me on in that way. And I'll check in the server. And same thing with, I want to say, the Galar Champion Tour. I'm sure there were like other people involved in the decision, but he was the one who reached out to me and got me in that league. So just another huge shout out in two really competitive leagues that I wanted to be a part of, and I don't think would have been a part of if it weren't for Jack. So huge shout out there. Another reason why I started this early is because I have a funny story to tell. It has to do with me busting my head. I don't know if you can see it. I got a knot right here. That's a bruise because today I went to a state park, which is cool. The reason why I went is because I've been taking my losses pretty hard, my Pokemon losses. And it's just been impacting my mood, just not been super pleasant. Just taking it way too seriously. So my wife decided that we should do something fun today and go swimming with our dog. So it was a ton of fun. We're having a good time. You could feel the tension easing. Ready to receive. And she says, come sit next to me. And I'm going up a rock. And as I go to sit next to her, I fall forward like this and bang my head against the rock and then slide all the way into the water. And it was almost like an epiphany of like, I was like so frustrated. I didn't want to laugh at myself. I was like, oh, I must have looked so foolish, this and that. And it just wasn't really how I typically am with things. Like I'm usually more laid back and laugh at myself. So it was like a really good epiphany to just laugh sometimes, to not take things so seriously. And hopefully we can start doing that. Yes, I got them. So all that to be said, do want to have fun. Also would like to win, but ultimately just want to get back to having fun playing Mons. I don't want to say I'm burnt out because, to be fair, if I was winning all my games, I wouldn't say I'm burnt out. I'd be like, oh, I'm playing a lot. But I wouldn't be like, oh, I'm burnt out. So really looking forward to playing Jack. Please check out his content, their content. He's a really, really cool guy from what I can tell. Also, I will say, hold on, look at fun. Should I now search? I will say, so I'm in the Galar Champion Tour. There are at least 2 Brits, but there is for sure 3 because I am also British. I didn't think you all knew that, but I am British. I was born in England. My mom is from England. I have a consular's report as an American born overseas, and I have dual citizenship, but no one ever mentions it. So next time Jack or Dr. Slacking say 2 Brits, they're going to be wrong because there are 3 Brits. I won't do a fake accent unless you all really ask me, and I don't think you're going to, but not fake. I mean, I had the accent at one point in my life, so it was not a fake one. It's just not authentic to me right now. All that being said, I really hope they don't bring Sun. If you've seen It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, it's kind of like Charlie McDennis when they're like, no puzzles, no puzzles, no puzzles. That's how I feel about Sun. I'm like, no sun, no sun, no sun, because I just don't have much for it, unfortunately. I thought about picking up Politoed in the season, and in retrospect, I should have. I think I picked up Scolipede and I haven't brought it once. And I really should have I should have picked up Politoed because it would have worked better with the team overall. Like, there's some conflict with Heatran, of course, but it wouldn't have been the end of the world. What else do we have to say? Oh, so we are 5-3, they're 4-4. I think if we win one more game, we have this game, and then we play Cherry next week. If we win either of those games, I do think we get into playoffs. If we lose both, it's a little dicier, obviously. But there are a lot of teams who are like at 4-4, 3-5, 5-3. So we're really clumped, and that makes sense. With 22 coaches, I think it makes a lot of sense. You have like 2 teams who are like 7-1, 7-2, then a couple who so far haven't picked up a dub. Okay, they kind of brought Sun. I think Licky Licky's going to be Sun. Oh, this is interesting. Who should we lead? I think we lead Peaceful. has a good matchup against most of the team. So I think that's fine. Do I want to go peaceful or do I want to go majestic? I think that's okay. But good luck, have fun to Jack. Again, please check out their content. I think they're really cool. I actually forgot what I was talking about right before I saw this team. I think it was no puzzles, no puzzles, no puzzles. We saw half a puzzle, but the other half did not show up. And they have Mamo, so you know Jack knows what they're doing because they picked Mamo in the second round, which makes a ton of sense. Oh, I was talking about seeding. Anyway, yeah, there's 22 coaches, only 12 will make playoffs, and we're all kind of bunched together. So if we pick up a dub here, I think we clinch. If we don't pick up a dub, then we can maybe, if we beat Cherry, then we get in. But let's see. Let us see. Let us see who they lead. Should also write their team down next time. Oh, sweet. So I think we'll just go for rocks. So they have Mandy. Let me click a button first. I don't think they're gonna want to stay in, so let's go for rocks. They have Mandy. They have. I'll go for knockoff. Cool. Doesn't do too much. That's okay. Not great, but it'll do. What's its name? Mamo. How could I forget? Mamo, Venu, Lick. Who else do they have? And then I think here they're probably gonna want to switch. I actually just want to go for Icicle Crash in case they stay in. They probably will U-turn into Prim. And if they do that, that's okay. Yeah. Oh, they have Prim. So I should write that down. And then they have one more Mon. Oh, Pole. Duh. Alright, so we got the whole team down. I do think they're going to switch, but I do want to get the damage off on Prim. If they go into it, we can maybe see an item potentially too. Maybe they want to defog here. Okay, they U-turn, cool. So we get rocks up. We typically don't get rocks up in our matches, which I think is coming back to haunt us a little bit, especially in close matches where it's like you need like a little bit of chip on rolls. Some entry hazards, which are designed to get chip, would be super helpful. They do go out and look a tongue. So I'm not sure what this wants to do, but let's see how much this does. We do connect, which is great. Okay, doesn't tell us too much. Who do we want to switch into? Who's on their team? Oh, I think we can go Breaker first. This is our Prim switch in, but I don't have another switch in for this. And if they go for like a fighting move, Blue takes it pretty well. Yeah, okay, cool. And we are Assault Vest, so we'll take this really well. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. So looking at their team, I would think they want to switch here, to be honest. Mandy seems like the most likely switch, so I just want to go for a Stone Edge here. Mandy seems like the likely switch, if I had to guess. Seems like they're taking some time thinking about it too. I mean, they may have like a fire move. Oh, this thing probably gets a poison move. But Mandy seems like a pretty safe switch regardless. Okay, cool. They do switch out. Let's see if it's Boots. It's not Boots. We do get off the Stone Edge. That does good damage. So I think we'll just go for another one. No reason not to. It might take it out, and if it, well, we might get a crit too. It is a high crit move. But good to know it's not Boots. They may they may choose the defog here too. But getting rid of Mandy would be really great. for our Halucha. We do connect. We do knock it out. Cool. So I think rocks will be here to stay, which is really great. So nice to get the prediction off on the Stone Edge against the Licky Licky. We do need to keep in mind that we do need grassy terrain for Halucha, because we just forgot that against Shaykwaza. And like just completely sacked our Bulu. Like, that was crazy. If you haven't watched that battle, you should check it out because it was wild. Okay, cool. This is probably a sunny day set. Who's our switch for this? Oh, yay. Because we just don't live. We just don't live anything from it. I mean, a sludge bomb if they go for it. We'll go Heatran first. If they predict it, that'll be unfortunate. But not much you can do. Yeah, they do predict it. Yeah, that's unfortunate. But again, not too much you can do about it. As they will get grassy terrain. I do kind of just want to go. I kind of just want to go Halucha and SD, because looking at the team, I think we pick up a KO. Let me check a calc real quick. And let me make sure I can see my screen still. But Halucha at +2 against even like Dragapult, I want to say it does quite a bit. Yeah, so I think we just go out into Halucha here. Yeah, I don't think anything really wants to come in on this. And then the question is, do we want to SD here, or can we just two-shot everything? Because it's not Life Orb. Okay, so we're at +2 and they bring in like Prim, which I think would be their switch. Let's assume it's Max, and it's Bold. Stealth Rock. I think we SD here. Yeah, I think we SD. Because if the Prim isn't physically defensive, we'll take that out. Okay, they do stay in. Unfortunate for us. They do go for Sludge Bomb. Okay, cool. We don't get poisoned, which is perfect. Cool. So now we're at +2. We should take out Venusaur with an Acrobatics. So we'll just do that. They do a draw. This should be Licky. Yep. And then with Mammo comes in next. Yeah. Mammo comes in next. If it's Bandit, it takes us out. So I think we just switch there. Yeah. In fact, we probably could have just gone. Should have just gone for the Acrobatics there. But that's okay. We have a good switch here. In Miltank. Yeah. Yeah, so we definitely could have gone for, so yeah, they'll see here that we are that. And then I don't think they want to stay in. I don't think they want to stay in. But in case they do, we'll go for the body press. They do a draw. Only Fins, good switch. I'm not too worried about this because we do have Bulu. Okay, so it's not leftovers. That's good. We do want to switch in case it is like Calm Mind or something like that. So let's go back out into Breaker. We also need to get this thing chipped a little bit more for a Blastoise endgame. So we need to keep that in mind as well. But yeah, I wonder, would Acrobatics have taken out? I'm sure it would have. Yeah, I'm sure it would have. Yeah, it would have. Oh well. Now we know. Let's see what they do. They want to sub, Moonblast, Flip Turn, Draining Kiss. Okay, cool. So their only switch in now is going to be Venusaur to this, I believe. Which has then Headbutt. Because this would definitely be the play that I click it. Since we don't have it, I think we'll just go for the high horsepower. I think that's okay. I think between rocks, we just don't have a switch in after that is the problem. Yeah, we'll have to sack something. It would probably have to be Miltank at that point. Stayed in. Interesting. They go for Ice Beam. Cool. We take that well. If they go Venusaur here, what does that change for us? Not a whole lot. Let's go for another high horsepower. I think they go into Venusaur now. I think now they go Venusaur because if we do switch up moves, we would do it now probably. Cool, there's a switch. Cool, so we got that play right, which is nice. They will take the Rocks chip, of course. Assuming we hit, which we do land, which is great. Cool, oh, there's a crit. Sorry about the crit. I wish we had Zen Headbutt though. Actually, we would have gone for it there. Okay, cool, so we're still in position to check the Feeny. Here, I think we just go Majestic. Yeah, I think we just go Majestic here. Because I definitely don't want to lose my Bulu. Yeah, that was a good play on the Heatran read previously. I thought about bringing Shucka just in case. But I felt like I really wanted to try to trap Prim, but then I didn't do that. But I think Majestic should take this decently well. Okay, cool. Sludge Bomb. You do get the poison. That's okay. Between Grassy Terrain and like the other health we're getting back, we're okay there. And Grassy Terrain should be disappearing soon. Yeah, they haven't seen Ice Punch yet, so we're just gonna go for it. They've only seen Body Slam. So yeah, we'll just go for the Ice Punch here. If they go back into Only Fins, that's totally okay. They'll get the Rocks chip and then the chip from the Ice Punch, which would be very minimal, of course. Oh, we outspeed. That's crazy. Did you go for Sludge Bomb? We actually could just Milk Drink here to keep this healthy, because this is now in range of everything. Good note we outspeed with Miltank though. It means with Blastoise we outspeed too, obviously. And the Grassy Terrain will disappear. So it's a matter of, do I think I need Miltank or not? Can I win this without Miltank? Haluch is actually not that good here either, to be honest. Do I think I want to keep Miltank is the question. Because if they probably have Synthesis. Looking at their team. My only end game is Blastoise now, I think. Let's Milk Drink. Let's try to keep it, because this is still a good check for Mammo. So let's try to stay healthy if we can. As I go for Sludge Bomb, okay. So it seems like they're fine sacking this. I think I will just go for Ice Punch now, just to get rid of it. And in case they try to bring like something else in, like Mammo or Pult, which they don't, which makes sense. And cool, we will take out Venusaur, which is nice. So Veno is gone, Licky Licky is gone. So that just leaves Prim, Pult, and Mammo. And then I'm curious what they want to lock themselves into here. I could try to save this as a sack. I don't think that's the best play, but I could try to. Okay, they do go out into Tusk. Tusk takes the Rock's Chip. And then they can really go for anything, but okay, or should I switch here is the question. No, I don't think we do. I think we just go for a Body Press. Maybe they go for like Rocks. Okay, they go Ice Shard. Okay, they go Ice Shard. I want to go Blastoise. I do want to go Blastoise. And I think we just Surf. Do we? I think we just Surf. Because if we're faster than this, which we could be, because we are timid. Yeah, let's just Surf actually. Because if we can take this out without Shell Smashing, that would be good. And if they want to bring in Prim, I'd rather get just the damage on Prim without using our White Herb. So I think that's a fine enough play. Yeah, and if they're Choice Banded, then they're obviously locked into this. Okay, they do withdraw. They do go only Fins. Cool. Okay, nice. So we're slowly getting Prim down to where we need it for Blastoise, which is great. So a really strong double would be to double here into, or just to go for Ice Beam. I think either way we have to go Breaker here. Because this will also weaken Earthquake if they have it. And it's just not chipped enough. Yeah, it's just not chipped enough yet for Blastoise to go through and win. So if they switched, we know we're faster. Okay, they do go for Draining Kiss. And I actually think we're just free to go for, I think we're just free to go for a Horn Leech here. They'll do a lot of damage to whatever wants to come in, or if they lose this, that's also fine. So yeah, we just go for Horn Leech. If they want to bring in Pult, it should do a decent chunk to it. And then we can see like maybe what it's trying to do. Have they seen us switch moves yet? I don't think they have. So that might be in our advantage. Let's see where they go. Quentin. I could have tried to Darkest Lariat this too. See how much this does. Oh, nice. It does a really good amount. Alright. So we don't see an item on Pult. Or do we? Yeah, it's leftovers. Okay, cool. Dragapult. So we know it's lefties. It obviously can't go for Draco. Would Flamethrower take us out? No, I don't think it would. So I think I just want to go for the Darkest Lariat here. So let's do that. Oh, they go for sub. Glad we stayed in. Cool. Yeah, glad we stayed in there, because if this thing got a sub up, that would have been treacherous. To say the least. Ooh, it's coming down to the wire. I think we just go for Darkest Lariat again. Even if they want to switch out into Mammo, it will do a lot between the rocks and the damage from Darkest Lariat as well. If they stay and let us have this, that'd be great. Because then Hawlucha well, actually doesn't matter because Hawlucha still gets picked off by Arshar. But it means that if Prim's in, we can go for a Acrobatics against it. I wonder what its other moves are. So we see it sub. Thunder Wave, so it must be a Hex set. Oh, please don't get paralyzed. Oh, man. You hate to see it. Yeah, that's tough. So Hex, sub Hex, Thunder Wave. I'm guessing that's the set. Yeah, if I had to guess, that must be its set. Okay, they go for the sub. Makes sense. So they're just gonna try to get a para, which they do on the first turn. That's frustrating. But what we need to do is we need to break the sub so that we can Ice Shard it. I think that's all we can do. Yeah, so we just go for another dark. Oh, I'm really upset we got paired on the first one. Oh well, not much you can do about it. Yeah, here's the Hex. Do we break out? Yes. Okay, cool. Cool. It's probably not quite in Ice Shard range, but that's also fine that it's not. So we basically need to hit like 2 more times, basically. So there's sub, Hex, Thunder Wave. Here's the Hex. Okay, cool. That's actually okay, because we can go Pylo, and I think we can just Icicle Crash. I think. Yeah, so let's go Pylo, and we'll just Icicle Crash. Really sucks we got paired though that first time. Not much you can do about it, but still frustrating. And Icicle Crash still does enough to Prim to put it in range for Blastoise. So if they go Prim here, I think we have to go Blastoise and then set up a Shell Smash. Or we sack. Or we could just sack Pylo too. I think that's our play. Basically anything but Mammo. Oh, they go for the Draco. Okay, I think that's fine. I think that's fine. And then here, I think, do we have to just hope? Well, do we live? So they're at -2. -2 Hawlucha. How much is that? So I think Draco will take us out. If we're paralyzed with Blastoise at +2, what are we doing? Nothing. I think we have to hope for a Thunder Wave miss. This is what it comes down to. Yeah, I think we just have to hope for a Thunder Wave miss here. Whew, fingers crossed we get it. We don't get it. Okay, that's okay though. If we're at +4, do we outspeed? Pult. Healthy Parad. We might not. But I also think it's our only shot at winning. Yeah, actually, we have to go for Dark Pulse here. Yeah, we have to go for Dark Pulse here. We are still at +2. Yeah. So go OnlyFins. We do get it off. How much does this do? I think we Shell Smash again, because it's literally our only chance of winning the game. But after that para, that kind of sunk us a little bit. Because they do go for Draining Kiss here. At least they should. They have Energy Ball. If we live this, yeah, we live on 2. So that'd be a good game. Another frustrating one, because I felt like, again, we played really well. We just got paired in the end, so there's not too much you can do about that. But really good game to Jack. Yeah, we do take out Prim there, so we will go down 2-0. Yeah, frustrating, but it happens. Not much you can do about paralysis. Maybe we could have switched out into something else. But yeah, I think that's gonna do it. Yeah, so we'll go for Surf. Yeah, Ice Shard will pick us off. Yeah, because if we get what's his name out of the way, we pretty much they go into Mamo. We can sack Hawlucha, and then we set up with Blastoise at that point, and pretty much win. Yeah, so anyway, good game. Disappointing to lose, but it was a fun one. I think it really just came down to the pairs in the end. We could have played around it differently, maybe. We could have gone for the acrobatics first with Hawlucha and not taken the damage, so that it wouldn't have died here to Ice Shard, but then they come in with Pult anyway, so that it wouldn't have mattered. So really great game. Thank you all for watching. Again, check out Jack's channel. Really great guy, and we'll see you next time. All right, bye.